Hello and welcome to today's video. The recording is about Jada Payroll, and in today's video we are going to talk about importing employees' earnings and deductions. And in Jada Payroll we have two ways of adding employees' earnings and deduction. So the first way is through adding them or typing in one by one. That is, you pick an employee and then you add their earnings and the deductions. And the second way of adding employees' earnings and deductions is through importing directly from a CSV file, which you would have created prior to the process. So to import employees' earnings into Jada Payroll, you go to Payroll, and then you go to Payroll Processing. So under Payroll Processing, Payroll Transactions, you'll find there is employee posting and there is batch posting. So if you are adding the one by one items, you'll go to employee posting and then you pick an employee and you add their earnings or be it a deduction. But for our case, we'll go to batch posting and then you click on import, and then once you click on import, it will bring you to this window. So you will download a sample of a CSV format. So once you hit on download, it will automatically download the CSV file down here that is to guide you on what is required for you to fill in the required information. So once we download, we click on the file and then it will open a file like this one. So you notice that it requires the employee number, the payroll code, and the amounts, the earnings or the deductions that are applied to that specific employee. So for our case, I have two employees in the system. So I'll just add their earnings on this Excel file, and then we shall import it in Jada. So I'll delete this because I don't need them. I have a different employee number, so that is P001. So that is the first employee I'm adding. So I'll pick the payroll codes here. So you need to know the payroll codes that you are using. For example, for a basic pay, if there's any advances they have, if there's NSSF, if there's NHIF, you need to pick it from here, from Jada, so that it's easier for you to add the amounts. So like, for example, the payroll codes are under payroll, and then you go to payroll codes. So it's easier, you can look at the codes from here, and maybe once you know the code, now you can add it on the CSV file. So for our case, I have my codes ready. So the first one is the basic pay, which is E001, and the amount is, let's say, 50,000. And then the second code is D040 for advance. This is a deduction. So the advance was 5,000. And then there is a D05 for NSSF. So NSSF, we have different rates. We have the tier 1 and tier 2, and then we have the NSSF old rate, which is usually 200. So if you're using the old rate, you just pick the D05 and then you key in 200 shillings. And then we have personal relief, monthly personal relief. So it's M01, which is 2,400. And then we have I don't think that we have any other thing I need to add. So those are the details I'll fill in for this employee. So I'll just copy down the same employee code for all. So that's it. So I'll go to the second employee, that is P. So I'll just do the same as I have done with the first employee. So E01, I'll say they earn then the second code is an advance. So they had advance of 4,000. And then there is the deduction in SSF. They are using the old rate. So, and then we have monthly personal relief, 2,400. And then this person has help. So that is D030. So they are paying help. And that is 3,500. So those are the details I'll need to fill in on this CSV format. And then I'll copy down the employee number. And then I'll just save. It will ask me this, and then I'll say yes. So once I've populated my CSV file, I go back to Jada Payroll, then click on payroll processing, then under payroll transactions, I go to batch posting, then click on import. So under here, I just click on choose a file. I'll pick the file that we've been working on, that is this one here. Then open. So once I've clicked on the file, I hit on upload. So once I've clicked on upload, it will populate all the data that we had captured. So I'll just go through and confirm whether the data is correct. So the data that we've entered is correct. So once I'm done with that, I'll just click on save, and the data has been captured. So it will show you the status to show which one of the codes have been captured and which one has been rejected. So for us, all of them have been captured. So to confirm whether we are okay with that, you'll just go to payroll processing and then go to employee posting, and then under here you'll be able to see all the deductions and all the earnings that we had populated. So that's it. So from here, now you can proceed to processing your payroll for the month. Thank you for watching. That was importing employee earnings and deduction in Jada Payroll.